Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Ropey Rubber Corporation of Fostoria, the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.
Hi, we're the 6th graders from St. Anne's Fremont. Welcome to News 6.
Hi, I'm Marissa Young from St. Anne's Fremont. Welcome to News 6. We have Addie Horn in the studio with our first story.
Thank you, Marissa. Sandusky County jails have improved over the years. We moved from dungeons in the 1840s to a new jail in the 1890s to a newer jail in 1987. News 6 brings you a story about the 3 jails.
Why did the county decide to build a new jail?
We was under state mandate by the state of Ohio to build a new jail because we was overcrowded and because of the lack of modernization of our old jail, and because of the living conditions within the old jail. It was very unsafe, not only for the prisoners but also for the staff and the public.
Would you tell us something about the dungeons in the old jail?
Yes, the dungeon, as you know, is still there. The dungeon is built in the 1800s. It was made out of all big block stone. It had no lighting, had no heating. The people slept on the floors. They had pots for toilets. The doorways are all about 5 feet high or less, from 4.5 to 5 feet high. So it gives you an understanding how short people was back in them times. And the reason and the condition of that dungeon is why we built the old county jail back in the 1800s, 1900s. And as you know now, that jail is 100 years old. And the dungeon was replaced with the old jail because of living conditions and because of prisoners' rights. And as you've seen in the old jail, the old toilets, 2 men sleeping in a cell, the old bars, lack of security, that put the pressure on us by the state and federal government to build this new county jail out here.
About how many workers are at the new jail, and what are some of their jobs?
I have a staff of 20 correctional officers and 1 jail administrator. Their jobs is to make sure that the people are fed, that they follow the rules and regulations of the jail, that they are released on time, and make sure that the safety and security of the prisoners and all of the sheriff's staff is being taken care of every day.
This is News 6, is produced by the 6th grade class of St. Anne's Fremont. Fremont is located 30 miles east of Bowling Green. It was founded in about 1812 and has a population of 30,000. Our second story today is about a small part of the Birchwood Public Library, a beautiful mural in the children's section.
How did you get the idea for drawing the Victorian articles in your mural?
The library was originally a very historic building, so it seemed like a natural for the library to do historic artifacts from the Victorian period. The articles were gotten through the Hayes Memorial, helped a great deal. The library helped with a lot of the research itself then.
What was the hardest object to paint and why?
The portraits were difficult, but probably the hardest object to paint would have been the glass milk bottle, because glass is transparent, but you can't just paint nothing and perceive it as a glass milk bottle. So you have to have all of the highlights and shadows just right. In addition, the milk bottle has lettering on it, so it had to be something that could be read.
My favorite article on your mural is the telephone listings of 1884. Could you describe it?
Well, all on one page are the telephones that were in Fremont in 1884. So on one page you have the entire Fremont phone book. It's made up of some of the most prominent people who now we have streets named after in Fremont, such as Hayes and Rice and different names such as that. The reason there were so few is the telephones cost $1 a month, and only the very wealthy at that time could afford $1 a month for something so extravagant as a telephone.
Have many people come up and talked to you about your mural? Has this led you to more jobs?
Oh, definitely. It's interesting to see that people come and explore the history of Fremont through the mural. Some of my other jobs that I've gotten from this have been more murals done like this is on linen. It's the way I'd prefer to work. That way I can literally work all over the world by not ever leaving my studio and just shipping the murals all over.
And now for Kids View, with our opinions about traveling far and away to different parts of the world.
Hi, this is Tony Molly reporting for Kids View. And today's question is, if you could visit a foreign country, which one would it be and why? Angie, how about you?
I like to go to Russia to study their business techniques.
Oh, and Michael, how about you?
I would like to go to Ireland to see their beautiful castles.
And Kevin?
I like to go to Germany where my ancestors used to live.
Thank you. This is Tony Molly reporting for Kids View.
For the last story, we have the Hayes home. News 6 found that it had an iron gate at the entrance, which was once at the White House, and a library, which is the first presidential library in the country.
How long did President Hayes live here?
Although President Hayes owned the home for 20 years, he actually only lived here 12. And those were the years after he left the White House in 1881.
Has the house been changed since he lived here, and when was it first opened to the public?
The house was first opened to the public in 1966. However, a lot of the furniture has been added by the son, the grandson, and the great-grandson. Although we do have a lot of original furniture that belonged to President Hayes.
How many rooms are there in the house, and which one do you like the best?
We have about 33 rooms, but some of them are closets, some are bathrooms, and of course a lot of the main rooms are still here. I think I like Fanny's room. That would be the Washington room, because all the furniture in that room was bought for the White House, and President Hayes used it there as one of the bedrooms. When he retired here, he brought the furniture back, set it up in the room up on the second floor, and ever since then, that was Fanny's bedroom, the daughter Fanny's bedroom. And she actually lived here about 16 years. At the end of the 16 years, she was married and moved away.
We heard that there's something special about these trees in the lawn here. What is it?
A lot of the trees were named after important people that have been here to visit Spiegel Grove. A few of them would be Taft, Cleveland, and some of the generals that served in the Civil War.
And with that, this News 6 comes to a close. Goodbye, and see you next week at Lincoln View North.
Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Ropey Rubber Corporation of Astoria, the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.